Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of the CMA Show. My name is Devanshu Gulabwani, and in this episode we're gonna talk about Prometric Center. Okay, now this is going to be the most important episode of the CMA Show because you are prepared, you are ready to take the CMA exam, you are ready to become certified management accountant, but there are some factors, there are some policies, there are some rules that you have to comply with in order to be able to take the CMA exam. Okay, and those policies, those rules are of Prometric Center. Okay, I think the most stupid, the most foolish people are those who ignore Prometric Center policies and they reach Prometric Center and something is off and they are not able to take the CMA exam. Okay, so I'm going to share you my experience with Prometric Center. What does it? How does it actually feel, and what goes around when you are in the Prometric Center for taking your CMA exam? Okay. So first of all, the very first thing that you should focus on when you have booked the CMA exam is that identification. Okay. Now, in order to be able to take the CMA exam, you must present identification to the staff when asked in the Prometric Center. Okay. So, to take the CMA exam, you have to present passport. If you don't have passport, no worries. You can present your PAN card and your Aadhaar card. Okay. Now, point to be noted here is that you cannot present duplicate or photocopy of these identification documents. You have to present them in an original form. Okay, you have to produce the identification then and there in an original form, the original IDs. Okay, don't take photocopies, don't take duplicates, but original. Okay, second most important thing when you are in the Prometric Center, that is, you should know the calculator policy. Okay, because if your calculator is fancy, it has more features, it has extraordinary features, they will not allow you to take that calculator. Okay, the calculator should be basic. Let me show you this one. Okay, the basic calculator, the one that we use for basic stuff: addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Okay, and for CMA exam part 2, you are allowed to take financial calculators, but not just any financial calculators, but just of two types. You can take any one of the two calculators, three calculators actually, the basic one that I showed you right now, and the two calculators. One is BA2 Texas Instrument, and another one is HP Financial Calculator. You can see this on screen. Okay, so calculator policy is must. Don't take any fancy calculator. And there was a time when one of my friend went on to give CMA exam, or in an American English you can say went on to take CMA exam. She forgot calculator. You cannot forget the fuel to drive the car when you want to drive. Okay, you cannot forget calculator. Forget anything, but forget wearing clothes, but don't forget calculator for the CMA exam. Come on. Okay, just kidding. Calculator is very important. Don't forget calculator. And if you happen to forget calculator and you're in the Prometric Center, just ask the staff to give you a calculator. They'll give you a calculator if possible, but this situation shall never ever arise that someone forget the calculator and they are in the Prometric Center for the CMA exam. This is like a nightmare situation. Be prepared. Okay, so IDs are set up, calculators set up. Now, what's the other thing that should be focused on? So you see, Prometric Center security is tighter than airport security. Yes, of course, because when you're in airport, you go through screening, you go through metal detection. Yes, Prometric Center does have metal detection. They'll scan your body. Maybe you're carrying some metal or something like that. But Prometric Center does not allow you to wear any kind of watch. any kind of watch. You see a watch like this, analog watch, they don't allow analog watch, they don't allow digital watch, they don't allow any jewelry. If you wear chain, or if you wear um, I don't know, earrings for girls, they don't allow anything of such. Okay. And if you're someone who uses specs, they'll check your specs as well. Okay, because they are really scared that you are a James Bond, or maybe you are from British intelligence agency or CIA. Maybe you'll scan the question from your glasses, and the solution will appear in your glass, and you'll be able to solve the exam, and you'll steal the CMA exam content. They're really scared. Okay, so they'll test your inspect, not test, they'll inspect your um, glasses. Okay, so no watches, and your glasses will be checked, no jewelry. And if you want to go to washroom, you can go to washroom, but time will keep on running, no time exemptions, and no water bottle. Okay, so here's something that is also important, and that is, they'll check your hands, they'll check your ankles, they'll, if you are wearing shirt like you're full buttoned up, they'll ask you to roll up your sleeves, and you'll be asked to empty your pockets. And if you are wearing mask for your protection from viruses known as corona, they'll ask you to remove the mask for a moment so they can capture your face. And they'll also take your biometrics, they'll take your fingerprint. And guys, the one thing that is really messed up, and that is your name. Your name in your ID should be exactly similar to that in the authorization letter. Okay, when you book the CMA exam, you get authorization letter, and authorization letter states that Mr. XYZ is authorized to take the CMA exam, and they can go through Prometric Center's website and book their exam. Okay, so the name on the authorization letter should exactly be similar to that in your ID that you're going to present in the Prometric Center. Even if there is a difference of a single letter, they'll not allow you to sit for the exam. So before booking the exam, make sure your the name in your ID is similar to that in IMA's database. Institute of Management Accountants database has your name, and that name should exactly be similar to that in your ID, in your identification, the identification that you're going to present when you're going to take the CMA exam in the Prometric Center. Okay, make sure of that. And another thing, what am I missing here? Done with ID, done with calculator, done with screening. And yeah, so when you are in for the exam, they'll seat you, and you have this big monitor in front of you, you have cute little mouse on your right, and they'll give you the rough sheets, and they'll give you the pencil. So the only thing that you need to take with you for the CMA exam is that calculator that is compliant with IMA's policy, and your identification in an original form. Just these two stuff. If you happen to carry some other stuff, like me, I carried laptop and books to the Prometric Center. I don't know why I did it, but I did it. So they'll give you a locker. Okay, you can keep that stuff, you can stuff your stuff in the locker, and keep the keys with yourself, and that's it. They'll seat you for the CMA exam. Then during the checking procedure, most people get nervous, and because they didn't know what it's going to be. So I'm telling you in advance that this is what happens, so you will feel a little less nervous at that time. Okay, so That's all for today's episode, all about Prometric Center. I hope this video helped you. If it did, make sure to like this video, share this video with your study partner, and subscribe to the CMA Show for more of such certified management accountant content. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next episode. Thank you so much.